And of course, welcome back to the last match of day two, Pinnacle 4. We have Tides of Time in the losers bracket going against Tom, who actually dropped out of the winners bracket, but only one of them can survive, make it into the playoffs, and guarantee themselves at least fourth place, $250, and of course a chance to take home the title of Pinnacle 4 champion. And of course, we know it's really important to win Pinnacle 4 because all the champions of the four pinnacles are going to come together, play a Super Pinnacle series for a winner take all 5K tournament. How are you feeling about that, Fireball? Are you hyped for that one?
Yeah, definitely. I'm hyped for that one. I'm gonna be playing in it, so of course I'm hyped.
All
I
right. So
can't.
far it's Firebat, Strife Crow, and Masan. How do you like your
Yeah.
chances against those guys?
Definitely scared of Strife Crow and scared of Masan, and the competition here seems pretty scary. So overall, this is some pretty intimidating competition. But I feel like if I prepare well enough and I do some analysis, some scouting, I think I can have favorable odds of winning the tournament.
Yeah, scouting is definitely important. And now, of course, let's jump into the last game of the day. Let's look at the deck list at once for Tides from Cloud9 and, of course, Tom from Ascendancy. We see that, yeah, it's the Druid, of course, the normal Druid for Tides, the Face Hunter, and the Bomber Warrior. Tom is actually not running any Druid, I just noticed. After all these games, he's running his Rogue, which didn't draw too well. His Warrior, which is quite standard, I guess. And, of course, the hand lock, which has
Yeah.
been not doing too well last few games.
Yeah, I mean, Tides of Time has a lot of potential here to lock out the rogue. For example, if the druid somehow lines up against the warrior early and gets out, then Tom's rogue has no more favorable matches besides the druid. And Tides of Time has opportunities to maybe 3-0 with the warrior. Because, I mean, the warrior. Never mind. The warriors. I just got the formats confused. I mean, the warriors is
Oh,
going to be easy for Tides of Time to get out because it seems like it'll do well against the rogue. Seems like it could do also well against the handlock because the most important thing against handlock is the card draw of acolytes, and with the bombers, he might have easy ways to activate it.
yeah, and also we have the two battle rages as well. A cheaper arcane
Yeah.
intellect that might be coming out here. First match is gonna get started on the way. Tom's Rogue against Tides' Face Hunter.
Ooh, rogue with the coin is really good here, and he's got a really solid hand with SI7 and Earthen Ring Farseer already.
So you would say that the Rogue is a little bit of a favorite right now?
Uh,
Yeah.
Judging by the hands, I think the rogue has a much better hand, but this is still a matchup that is favored for the face hunter, kinda, but more 50-50. Yeah, I think the rogue's gonna win.
Oh,
Never mind. That hand from Tides of Time is not so good. Those are not really the cards you want to see.
triple threes, not really good. Keeping the Edwin
The
as well.
Edwin, yeah. You already have 2 3 drops. I don't know how much I like that.
Right,
But
Tides is gonna start things off with. Oh my God. Well,
keeping
they
that
call
Edwin
it
might work
armor.
out.
Oh
Oh,
no.
wait. Oh,
Is it over? It's
it's
pretty
gonna
over.
be painful when your knife juggler gets SI'd. It hurts a lot. When it gets coin backstab Edwind, it hurts a lot more.
Wait, oh yeah, that would have been better, right?
Yeah, like whoa. That would have been a big Edwin.
Yeah, maybe Tom played that a little bit too fast.
Yeah, you might not have seen the backstab draw before he had played the thing.
Yeah, going on autopilot sometimes, it's not the best. And now I guess you just
Yeah, you could just Earthen Ring. If your opponent wants to kill your minions, I think you feel happy about it. But if you are going
oh,
to go with this play, you're going to hold the Deadly Poison, and you're going to look for a Deadly Poison backstab Van Cleef play.
all right. Well, Animal Companion gonna come down here. What is it? Oh, it's not
Yeah.
a really bad one. I mean, either way, a backstab deadly is gonna kill it, and then Edward's gonna come down, right? So I guess this is better than Leok.
What? No, Leok would have been a lot better. Because he can only takes 2 damage when he kills it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one and Huffer both deal 4 damage to him.
Yep.
But
Same.
this
I
one,
guess
he has to
deadly-
use a deadly charge. So
Yeah.
Huffer would have been better for him. Kind of weird.
So Misha's the
Misha
best one.
was actually the best possible animal companion in that situation.
It's kind of funny. Oh, that Drew would come
Knife
down here
check.
again.
One knife for the Wolf Rider.
I think, Wolf Rider is going on one direction.
Yeah,
Boom.
Tides
Congratulations.
has like enough clunky cards in his hand that he doesn't really have to hero power much, so he's more focusing on just getting the cards out of his hand, dealing as much damage as possible, as fast as he possibly can to try and race this Van Cleef.
And it seems like the race of the Fan Clave is not gonna work. 6 damage a turn, and drawing traps is not what you want to see right now.
Yeah, especially not Snake Trap. Looks like he's gonna go for
The Snake Trap?
Arcane Golem Snake Trap play. And Bluff Freezing, maybe? Or
Oh,
Bluff Misdirection?
bluffs?
Yeah, he's gonna go for the bluff play here. He's bluffing Misdirection.
Okay.
Misdirection or freezing. And Tom is not gonna buy the bluff. He just swings headlong into the trap.
Oh, okay, that was a very
He didn't-
interesting way to end the
He
first
didn't even
match.
hesitate or think about it. He was just like, all right, this is what we're doing, and just swung right into it.
Oh, okay.
I
that
mean,
was okay.
He
Nice
probably
start.
watched the games earlier and saw that Tides was running 2 explosive 1 snakes. So
Uh-huh.
he probably knew.
Okay. Well, good news is that Tom beats Face Hunter, and the bad news is the Face Hunter is still in the game for some chatters. I mean, I personally enjoy looking at Face Hunter.
I think that's Face Hunter's best matchup in the lineups here, and I think it's switched from being Tides of Time's favorite to being Tom's favorite now. Because the Face Hunter is not going to win against the Warrior. It's extremely unlikely that it does. And the Face Hunter against the Handlock, we saw 2 heal bots and
Zombie Chow.
Zombie Chow, and we saw Dark Bomb, we saw Mortal Coil. Like, Handlock versus Face Hunter is a really weird matchup, and I think it's more Handlock favored if the Handlock's built with 2 heal bots and stuff. We also saw Earthen Ring in it too, so it has 2 heal bots and an Earthen Ring, maybe more, maybe 2 Earthen Rings. So, I
Well,
can
let's
see
keep
it
that
being-
match in the shelves because it's gonna be a Warrior versus Warrior matchup. You know what? This is actually a more exciting one than the typical Warrior versus Warrior matchup because of what Tides is running. Yes.
Yeah, because the bomb lobbers and stuff, and he has Sneed's Old Shredder, which is a very, very good card in the Warrior mirror.
Yep.
Generally, you can pull 2 hard removals, like you shield slam the first half, and then like Ragnaros comes out, and you have to big game hunter it. So, a lot of possibilities with that card.
Right.
And
Now, how
Tides-
do you play Battle Rage correctly? Do you want to play as many minutes as possible early on and then try and damage them and draw a lot of cards?
Yeah, definitely something to consider. But playing Armor Smith here is kind of scary because you don't have a follow up to kill Accolade of Pain. So if you play Armor Smith here and Tom drops Accolade of Pain on his turn 3, then you could get really punished because you don't have the weapon to finish off the Accolade of Pain, and it gets to just poke your Armor Smith for cards.
I don't think any Armor Smith likes getting poked.
Yeah,
But he
so
does
that's
that
why
anyways.
that's why Tides took so long on that turn, because he was thinking if there was really something he wanted to do. There's like you're like it's turn 2, obviously just drop the Armor Smith. He was still like thinking about it, and I think that's good.
Okay.
Tom's gonna respond by just armoring up and not playing his own Armor Smith. It's a little interesting. I would have liked to see maybe the Armor Smith there so that he could poke into the Armor Smith and then Fire War exit, but he's prioritizing armoring because he has 2 shield slams, I believe. So he really wants to be able to deal with creatures that come out. So he's focusing on trying to armor every turn, so he has enough armor to really deal with things. But here, maybe he drops 2 Armor Smiths. This is the same thing as armoring, right? If he just attacks with an Armor Smith, he gains the 2 armor.
Sure. That makes sense.
Faceless.
Faceless.
That's going to
man.
be a key card with that Sneeds later on, potentially.
Could be pretty nice. Face. So we're just
Use
gonna
the
see the
warlords.
Armor Smith die here.
So much armor.
So much armor. What if Tides decides to play Madden Bomber here?
Oh my god. That would be a ridiculous amount of armor.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh wow, more Armor Smiths drawn.
Belcher gonna come down. Belcher not really the target you want to shield slam, but good for him. He's got the Warx that can deal with it.
Yeah. Well, shield slamming this seems pretty sweet because the Armor Smiths are gonna go in and you're gonna get even more armor.
Yeah, but is armor really what you want in this matchup? You just want to make sure each of your cards that are designed to remove something can line up to remove the correct creature.
Okay.
Like, because you're going to use all 30 cards in your deck, so your 30 cards need to line up against theirs appropriately. Well, I guess he's going to go with the shield slam, go with the more armor play.
Yep.
He's got a Gore Howl, which if it doesn't get Harrison Jones, it is going to allow him to push way ahead in removal anyway. So maybe that's what he's thinking.
Alright, well, that's 11 armor. That's a lot. Frothing Berserker. Plus the Matter Bomber. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big frothing berserker. Might even get big game huntered.
Oh, yeah. So it's not like the best, anyways.
Yeah, but it's probably not going to be. He's probably gonna say big game hunter for something with more health and just use his weapons to remove that. He has a life total that can support it. Execute coming down on an armor smith.
Aww.
Um, I don't
Aww.
like
And,
this.
oh, wow. Matter Bomber it is. Let's see it. Just needs 2 bombs on Armor Smith and... Ha! Wait, what? Why are you bombing yourself, Tides? Oh, 3 to
Matter
each
bomber.
creature. It's like a shadow bomber.
Kill the
Get
armor
it?
smith. Yeah.
Where is a
I got it.
shadow?
Yeah, I don't like that execute there.
Oh man. Well,
I guess he's pushing for tempo because he's got more of a mid-rangey tempo-y warrior deck, but at the same time, like, that's a 2-drop, and you just used an execute on it.
well, I mean, at least now he can coin a Sneasel Shredder, and that's pretty strong if it sticks in the field because the Faceless is gonna come in.
Sure, maybe that was his plan. Maybe he's trying to get as much tempo on the board as possible to try and make sure this Sneed sticks so that he can Faceless it. If Tom was watching the games earlier, he saw that Tides was running a Faceless and is probably going to aim to try and fully clear the Sneeds here.
Oh, it's not gonna be too hard to fully kill the Sneeds unless the Sneeds pops with Sneeds.
Yeah, that would make it difficult. Looks like he's going to Gore Howl it down, see what comes out, and potentially execute it.
It's good, and it's a... Oh!
Imran's head. Yeah, he could Shield Slam that if he wants to, or he could just pass. Yeah, he's going to pass.
Doesn't even care about it.
Yeah. He's dedicated to saving his removal for big threats. He didn't even waste a removal on the Sneeds there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the hit is not that exciting, right? It's just a 4/5. It's just a Yeti.
Yeah,
So
exactly. The Gore Howl cleans it up next turn.
Yeah.
So what do we see from Tides here? Is he gonna get frothy?
Is he gonna use the Battle Rage?
Yeah, it looks like Battle Rage is
Oh
attempting
wow!
to be
Oh
played
my!
here.
Oh, there we go.
All right, now you can
Insane.
get 3 cards off of it. It's not bad.
Wow! Very nice.
3 cards, 2 mana.
More bombers.
He
Grom
gets
is picked
Grom.
up.
Execute number 2. See if he uses it on the second Armor Smith. Nope. He's gonna save that one for more value.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, weapon draws is pretty useless right now.
Yeah,
Oh, that Battle Rage is pretty good. Reload your board.
that definitely worked out for him. Not a bad combo.
What now?
Gore Howl gonna be kind of slow cleaning things up here, but nothing really big enough. You got plenty of health to play with. Just this Shield Slam is gonna be pretty dead for a while until you find either a Shield Block or a Shield Maiden to connect it with, because your armor's gonna keep getting knocked off every turn. And Acolyte coming down just a cycle. He's thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of, you really want to cycle into more cards because Tides just drew 3 cards. So he's so
Yeah.
much further ahead of you in cards that you're only getting 1 card and he just got 3. So that's going to put you like a leg behind the entire game.
The KT drawn. It's gonna be pretty
Yeah.
good if you can manage to work out something. Well, Gromma's just gonna be slammed on the field.
Yeah, that's very aggressive by TidesofTime here. He's going to value Grom. Interesting.
Well, is it to just bail out all the removal for his Grom before he drops his KT and Faceless and stuff like that?
Seems to be. Yeah. So he's got the big game hunter to deal with this, and then he has execute to deal with KT. If he's thinking about it in that way, but usually you want to save big game hunter for like Ragnaros, because you can't shield slam a Ragnaros because it takes off your armor first.
Alright, but then at the same time, you know the Tides might not be running those cards. If you run Sneeds, you're probably not running Rag.
Yeah, you have to assume that there's probably like KT or something.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, he's gonna use the big game hunter here. Save the execute for the possible KT.
And we know both of these warriors are running Uzeros.
Yeah. They both have so many bombs. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, it's warrior, so that's
Yeah,
to be
but
expected.
still, they both are very greedy with how many bombs they're both running. Tide's a little bit more greedy because he's got faceless and stuff, so I think it makes him more favored in the matchup.
Yeah, Tom is starting to run low on cards now. I mean, Harrison's gonna help out as soon as Tides equips the Despite.
Yeah, definitely the effects of the battle rage starting to kick in. We're seeing KT come down, maybe.
That bomber, maybe?
Yeah, Med Bomber
Bomb the
could keep
bombs? Yeah.
bombing bombs.
The best way to defuse bombs, guys, to throw a bomb at it.
That's hilarious.
What now?
Yeah, he's thinking about KT. He has it selected.
Minions serve.
Oh, there it goes.
He might not even have to use an execute on it if he's able to get good bomb hits, and he could just face tank it. He's not really taking any damage.
Alright.
Yeah, he's gonna try and go for it before committing to the execute, I think.
No, not that one. Oh, that's a better. That's the most. That's the worst hit, right? That's the
Yeah, you definitely don't want to hit face.
If you hit someone's face, you might as well hit it really hard, and it was 1 damage. Let's try again.
And nothing.
Oh!
Both boombots have gotten the worst possible outcome, so he's gonna have
Yep.
to execute the KT here, and looks like he's gonna develop Alex and just chop down Mad Bomber. Are we gonna see the Mad Bomber execute from Tide's side?
That's a pretty good combo, right?
That's-
Not bad.
What if it misses?
Uh.
Oh god. Bomber? Bomber?
Oh!
Oh, it missed the Alexstrasza.
Okay,
Now he's
you're
not
really-
gonna have any way to initiate this execute.
Yeah, now you're really salty.
Yeah, now you have to just Sylvanas armor, and if Tom's able to follow this up with maybe a Grom or something, he's gonna have lethal very soon.
Oh, he's just gonna axe to the face, right?
Yeah, definitely X to the face. He could even equip Despite and go to fit. No, he has Whirlwind to activate Grom, never mind. That'd be silly. Don't waste any weapon charges. Another execute drawn. Good card for the matchup. Not what he's looking for right now, though. He could potentially value trade into the 3-2 and set it up so Alex dies to Sylvanas, so Sylvanas doesn't get value.
But
it's so
damage
much
to the
damage.
So much damage. 8 damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
playing really patiently.
yeah, the Warrior Mirror is sort of a patient game, so I wouldn't mind it. Especially if you would have drawn Grom there, you go face for sure.
Right.
But no Grom drawn. Maybe it's worth doing. Because otherwise, Sylvanas is going to take your minion, and you're going to have to use your own removal on your own minion. This way you don't have to. So yeah, I like this trade here.
I mean, Tides is running out of. He drew a lot of cards with that battle rage, right? So Tom could be looking at fatigue, but man, 2 Sylvanases.
Yeah,
Oh,
2 Sylvanases, and he's going to execute the Alexstrasza now.
Nope, he's going in.
Yeah, he's just going to club away with the Sylvanases. Brawl is a pretty good pickup here.
No, both players are starting to run out of cards now.
Yeah, your opponent's only got 3 cards. Maybe you just brawl this. But, Harrison Jones first. Doesn't seem bad. Trades with one of the Sylvanases.
Another axe here.
Now, at what point do you just gore howl the face so you can equip one of your death spites?
Well, not yet, I guess.
Yeah, I guess the time's not yet. It's not very many good plays from Tides here. He's gonna expand the board a lot right into Brawl now. So a lot of Warriors aren't running Brawl, like at all. And Tom's shown that he's running a fairly standard Warrior up until this point with just Ysera in it. So I don't think Tides even thinks he's running a Brawl, which I think is a fair assumption. Because a lot of Warrior players cut Brawl.
Right, and it's gonna get punished now. Brawl is like the best turn for this kind of board.
Yeah, Brawl is fantastic here. It even can deny draws off the Acolyte if the Acolyte dies in the Brawl. And no
Okay.
matter what lives, he has an answer to it.
Whoa.
I do not
Whoa.
support Whirl. What?
Whoa.
Why would you Whirlwind first?
He wants to
He wants to
mill?
fatigue his opponent. He's trying to
Yeah,
take Tides
that's
to
a
fatigue.
strategy, I guess.
That's interesting.
Well, actually, if a Sylvanas survives, he can also kill her with his Portal, but I can't
I
count
mean,
low.
you could Whirlwind afterwards is the thing.
Alright.
But apparently he wants to give Tides the extra card here. He wants to fatigue Tides out. What are the card counts at?
Can we get a mouse over here? We have 7 on Tides and 9.
Yeah.
Top. It's actually really close though.
I guess he assumes he has all of the answers he needs to win the game, so he's just going to take him to fatigue.
Okay.
He's got to execute this.
Great. It's a pretty good card.
Yeah. Executes it and then sets up the Shield Maiden, so he has armor for Shield Slam next turn. But yeah, Emerald Drake's going to be possibly throwing a wrench in Tom's plan here. Because
Yeah,
now
it
maybe he
baits
doesn't have enough of it.
Yeah, base one more removal, really.
Yeah.
Man, I don't think Tides is gonna lose this fatigue game. I mean, he's sitting at a very healthy 15 health, and he also has the anti-heal buff for even more heals.
Yeah, but heals aren't the thing that matters. The thing that matters is having the last creature alive.
Oh, that's true for yeah, I guess.
Tom still has a lot of creatures left.
Oh, and the buff
That
those
is
guys.
gonna... Tides is getting really frothy here.
Yep, 6-3. That's a big one.
It's a lot of damage. He doesn't have to worry about Grom though, so he can potentially just take it to the face and play the Belcher. But he is going to use the Shield Slam. Too much damage for him, he says.
Yeah.
What bombs does Tides of Time have left?
Nothing left, right? That's it.
I don't think there's any more big creatures left from Tides of Time. Well, Tom still has Ysera left.
Does he play 2 Matter Bombers? I'm not
Uh,
really sure.
yeah, I have no idea.
Doesn't seem like it at least. Let's see if see if Tom is gonna fall through with the plan of fatiguing.
Yeah, just making the Acolyte draw more cards. Another
Oh.
Belcher. Yeah, see, Tom had a lot of creatures left, whereas Tides had few creatures left, so good job for Tom paying attention to what cards have been drawn and choosing to fatigue him.
Oh, that's absolutely insane.
The Shield
Tom
Slam.
is gonna win this match.
Yeah. Even in the face of the Sneeds and KT, which are usually pretty hard for, like, pretty huge factors in the Warrior Mirror, because Sneeds is so hard to deal with for Warrior.
Very good maneuvering here, and now Taz is sitting at like 2 more cards. Taskmaster. Oh wow, Taskmaster is actually pretty good. Oh, he does
Hey.
play a second copy of Matter Bomber.
2 Matter Bombers.
Oh my god.
That is nuts.
This is definitely a Taskmaster and PGH turn, right?
Test Matter BGH on the 5/5?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. Gotta start armoring up. You gotta use the Shield Slam eventually, because as soon as you hit Fatigue, Shield Slam's value goes down to 0. Because
Yep.
you're gonna get your armor knocked off every turn, and the most damage you can do is 2 then.
That's true.
So he's probably thinking about that as well. And then he can save the Taskmaster BGH for some other creature. But is there another creature that can be Taskmaster BGH'd in Tom's deck? It's a question he's got to ask himself.
And Tyson,
There must be one. He thought about it for a while and decided there's got to be one.
Oh, did someone say bomb?
And
Oh.
Battle Rage is not a helpful card.
Oh, okay, at least it kills the slime. At the cost of 4 bombs to the face.
There's just Sarah, but can he even afford to play Ysera?
Well, is he plays Ysera? Is he dead? No.
He's only got 7 damage coming in at him. Unless Tides has, like, a Gore Howl left. If Tides has a Gore Howl left, then Tides could lethal him.
Yeah, so Tom is gonna go with the Despite Belcher play instead. Nope, Tides is officially out of cards. No,
His
that's a
last
problem.
card is Frothing. So, how do you beat Sludge Belcher and Ysera with this hand?
How to do that?
Because you know there's a Ysera left. You saw it in the previous games.
Uh-huh.
How do you beat it?
I don't know.
You're gonna have to brawl off the Ysera somehow, right?
Yeah.
It's the only way.
So Taskmaster should be. Oh. Yeah, I guess you have to brawl here. I mean, if you don't do anything, Tom is just not gonna do anything, and you're just dying, right? So you have to
Yeah.
do something. And oh, that's not what Tides wants to see. And well, it's not a bombing day.
Yeah. Not a good day for bombs.
No, not at all. And now Tom just needs to win with the handlock, and it's GG.
Yeah. And he has, actually, Tides isn't in that bad of a spot. The handlock, what does the handlock beat here? Handlock loses to Fast Druid.
Mm-hmm.
Handlock can beat Face Hunter, actually. Yeah, that one's sort of 50-50. And Handlock against Bomber Warrior? I think the Bomber Warrior is more favored than regular Warrior. Just more card draw is good.
Okay. I guess, okay, no matter what, a shout out to Tides for bringing an innovative deck, right? Although
Yeah, definitely.
it would be better if, you know, it won a little bit more games, but it's still innovative, and that's what the scene really needs. Here we go.
It's got Acolyte of Pain and Bomber and Battle Rage, so all card draw cards, which is really
Card
good.
draw
You really need to get board presence while cycling and find your executes, find your shield slams, to deal with the handlock's original creatures.
Mm-hmm. Zombie Chow turn 1. Get those
pretty good.
armor knocked off, you know. Matter Bomber. Here we go. Here we go. Oh.
The Tempo Matter Bomber.
Tempo Matter Bomber is not gonna work. It's just gonna get destroyed.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure if I think the Hadlock is in a pretty good spot already.
Yeah. We'll see.
Alright, here's a Drake for 7.
I think the Warrior's gonna get this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, well the Despite does clear the Twilight Drake here.
Yeah, but you still just go face.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no removal for Warlocks really that does 4 damage. So I guess the only thing you're not playing around by going face is Defender of Argus, but even then, Defender of Argusing 1 minion is really weak. Generally, you need to save it for later in the game.
Okay.
So yeah, he's just gonna develop another Drake here.
Wow, Acolyte and Battle Rage is pretty good here. That's a lot of card draw.
Yeah,
But nope.
but he's gonna take the Execute though. Save the Battle Rage for even more value.
More value.
Gromosh drawn early from Tides is pretty good. Especially since his Warrior deck has a bit of a lower curve than normal Warrior. With the Frothing Berserkers and stuff like that. So he's pushing a lot more damage, a lot faster.
Wow, insta faceless here. I didn't even think about it twice.
Yeah, Tempo Faceless. It's interesting.
I mean, it's not bad, right? I mean, it's a 5-mana Sludge Belcher anyways.
Yeah, it's just standard value. We're going to see Sylvanas' response. Trades favorably with Faceless and is definitely a threat that you kind of have to deal with. Cruel Taskmaster coming down on the Acolyte looking for options, maybe?
No, Taskmaster on the Sludge Belcher and clear off the Belcher, and then you can Battle Rage behind it.
Battle Rage behind it. And this gives away from the Suicide Sylvanas, but you don't care if he takes one of these minions.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Acolyte also draws another card here.
Yeah, you gotta draw so many cards. It's really what he needs to do is just keep cycling. Gonna Battle Rage first before drawing with Acolyte. Interesting. So he's not fully committed to drawing with Acolyte off the slime, that means?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Go. Nah, I guess the order doesn't really matter there. He's gonna do it anyways.
I mean, it could matter. Maybe you find a card for 5 mana that you really want to play. But yeah, I'm guessing it doesn't.
Probably not.
Yeah. I mean, still, it's just good to draw the card first before committing mana.
Okay.
Unless there's some reason why you don't want to hit that at some point.
Like maybe it's another Taskmaster on the Acolyte, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
Well, yeah, Tom is gonna obviously coil the Belcher here, keep the Sylvanas alive. And yeah, defender Vargas here makes the ooze able to take out the ooze.
Yeah, and then he can take out maybe the armor smith, or you just go face. One or the other. No reason to kill the Acolyte, it's already gotten all of its value. So it's either face or armor smith. And he opts to go with the face.
Better. Okay. And now Tides can actually clear his board while killing the Sylvanas. With the Despite. So there he goes. Wow, that's a lot of card draw.
Yeah, look at that warrior's hand. See? Told you.
Okay, I see some hope. A little bit.
Bomb warrior, man. But yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. It's still pretty sketchy. Looks like he's gonna shield slam instead of just death biting it. So I guess he's going for a full board clear this turn, maybe. Because he can't play any of his bombs behind this shield slam anyway. But full board clear is never bad.
Man, bombs on top of bombs.
Yeah, he's got lots of bombs in his hand, with rings that throw bombs.
All right, Despite's gonna connect here on the Argus.
Well, he might
maybe
go face.
Yeah, face is still. No.
No. I thought maybe because he shield slams the Sylvanas, he's really just trying to push the face damage so he has the Deathblade whirlwind effect.
Okay, Mad Bomber goes 2 to the face. Not bad.
This Mad Bomber is still threatening lethal if there's no taunt. There's no taunt.
There's no taunt! Wow!
Alright, he's just...
This is Warrior wins!
He's got it, I told you.
Yes! That's a win!
He swings with the Bomber
Wait,
first.
wait. What if both the bombs hit the Grommash?
For 4? Come on.
No.
What are the chances?
Chances are...
50-50, you're gonna say?
Oh my god.
One hit it for 3, that was pretty scary.
Yeah, I mean, it's never lethal unless it's lethal, you know? But yeah, Tides takes a game, and he's not gonna get clean swept. This Warrior finally wins his first match.
The cat left Tom, that's why he lost. The cat's on the bed now.
And the cat is like, what? Yeah.
Yep.
More interested in itself than what's happening next.
Much more interested in himself. Oh, poor kitty. Or poor Tom, abandoned by his cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at the classes instead. So Face Hunter against Warlock we said was kind of 50-50, but the Fast Druid, I think it's like we know it's pretty good against Handlock, right?
Yeah, Fast Druid's definitely pretty good against Handlock. Face Hunter is a little less good, I think. So I would go off with the Druid first, tie up the series, and then that's the real Tom right there in the camp.
Oh man. That's
the mastermind behind it all. The kitty cat.
Okay.
Tom's
Magic
cat.
Tom.
Magic Tom.
Yeah.
Let's see if he's gonna rejoin Tom at some point to carry him through this last match.
All right. Well, yeah, Tom just needs to win one more, and he can advance to the playoffs. So let's get right into it. Wow, it actually started already. It's a Face Hunter versus a Handlock.
And he has Zombie Chow turn 1. That is very, very critical in this matchup.
That is.
And we're gonna see Coin Animal Companion probably.
That looks like.
Oh no, Coin Bow.
Oh, kill the Zombie Chow.
Yeah, trying to preserve his board here. He's gonna be met with a Mortal Coil though, so that's really unfortunate. Because the idea behind this is you're wasting 3 damage, but you're gaining 2 damage. But with the Mortal Coil, you're not actually gaining that 2 damage back, so it is actually a full 3 damage waste instead of 1 damage waste. So you gotta feel kind of upset about that.
No Watcher play the turn 2. Okay.
Yeah. Tom feels like he's not under very much pressure, so he's just trying to set up for a big Twilight Drake, I guess.
Yeah, but the Watcher would have soaked a lot of knives hits.
Yeah, it's possible. Some Knife Juggler Leper Gnome coming down.
Seems like it.
Probably going to be met by a Twilight Drake. It's better than just like Mortal Coil Ancient Watcher, I think, because you need to develop the board as early as possible. The longer you, well, maybe actually Mortal Coil is better. That might actually be better.
Yeah, if there was an Ancient Watcher, the turn would have been so good for Tom.
Yeah, but he didn't play it, he tapped instead. So he's already committed his Drake, so he followed through with it.
Well, he's gonna get a little bit punished by that.
Well, maybe that's what he wants. He has the Molten Giant in his hand.
Oh, he wants to get punished. Oh man.
Yeah, maybe he likes it.
Oh, okay. Wow, now we're into some really weird rounds. Oh man.
So we see the Misha come out. Not the one you wanted, obviously, Huffer.
No.
But it is going to stop the Drake from connecting and reduce the Drake's health down to 3, so it will die in a Hellfire crossfire. So,
And now,
it's always
Bo is
impossible.
obviously gonna go face. 15 is fine. Your opponent's not gonna play Molten Giant and pass. There's no way.
Yeah. It's like a Mortal Coil Owl, potentially.
Oh.
Mortal Coil Shadow Flame, potentially.
Hmm. Belcher seems like the best.
You can't
No, I
Belcher.
can't Belcher.
You don't have enough mana. Looks like he's gonna... Wow, he's gonna get the
Oh.
Molten down. Very aggressive.
Yeah. Bring it on.
He's taking risks. The Owl
Oh.
here now to silence the Belcher is gonna be pretty huge, because that's the only taunt in Tom's hand at the moment.
Yep. So Tides is gonna go face, I think.
He really needs to find a heal bot. Wow. Very aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess yeah, Glazuka plus the Arcane Golem seems to be pretty good, unless he wants to preserve that for his turn 6, which is kind of floating mana kind of weirdly with this play, right?
Alright, he sets his opponent down to 5, so Tom's dead to kill command hero power if he doesn't heal. And he's got the Owl to lock out for as well.
Mm-hmm. So what can Tom do here?
He has to
Nothing.
play around. If he doesn't taunt, it's 8 damage, and if he taunts, it's 6 damage. So he's
Okay,
dead.
so that's both pretty bad.
And he cannot heal and taunt, right? So he's just dead.
Oh, yeah, he's dead. Well, Face Hunter takes a game.
Yeah, Face Hunter gets him again. That's unfortunate. Usually with the Zombie Chow start, Handlock can stabilize pretty well against Face Hunter, because they
Is
have
it
the
because Tom forgot to play the Ancient Watcher at turn 3?
If he would have played the Ancient Watcher on turn 3, he would have been able to react to the Juggler a turn earlier, saved a bunch
Yeah.
more life, but he felt... And then also the greedy approach with the Giant. So, yeah, he just face-palmed. He wasn't very happy.
Yeah,
he's face-palming a lot.
That's
I
that's
think-
what happens when you misplay that. You know, just don't be greedy against the Face Hunter. Just play your stuff.
Well, it's not necessarily a misplay. It's... He thought that Tides had less damage than Tides had. He thought he could be safe going that way, and turned out he wasn't able to be.
Alright, but you're safe against the Face Hunter? No, you're never safe against the Face Hunter. Come on.
Alright, this is going to be an uphill battle for Tom now. Because
Alright.
Druid is
That's
typically
good, yeah.
favored.
Yeah, Fast Druid is supposed to do really, really well against the Handlock. And now this is the final match of the day. Wow, we're going to Grand Finals once again. Well, not really Grand Finals. Grand Finals of the Group B. Yes. So it's either going to be Tides advancing or it's going to be Tom advancing. It's all down to the Fast Druid versus the Handlock.
Yeah, this has been a really crazy series. Like, in the beginning, one player was favored, then the other player was favored, and now it's back to Tides being favored again. So it's been a lot of upsets and unique matchups.
Roller coaster rides. Zombie Chow?
Yeah, the Zombie Chow again. Maybe he's running 2, because he's been drawing it very frequently.
Uh-huh. But we never see two together, so
Yeah, we have no idea for sure.
yeah.
Not a
Alright.
terrible hand. Still no Giants or Drakes, but it's still not the worst.
Man, Tides does not know how to draw with Drew. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might have been every single game so far that he hadn't had Wild Growth or Innervate. That's been very sad.
Just very, very unlucky.
But not today. He's able to get the Innervate, and we're probably gonna see him save that Innervate for Emperor Thorson, maybe, you think?
Innovate Thorson, and then your mana curve gets really weird, right?
I guess that's true.
But I guess that's fine.
It gets really inexpensive too.
Yeah. Oh man,
But-
hero part here again.
Yeah, he's saving for the Thorson. He could have went Innervate 5-drop into 4-drop.
Yeah, he
That
could
was
have.
potentially could have done. But I like Golden for this Thorson. I think the faster you get that guy out, the better. Especially since it's going to come down on Tides' on Tom's turn 4. And this is a turn where Tom wants to play a Giant or a Drake. And he's not going to want to play a Giant or a Drake and leave that guy alive. Because if that guy sticks for a turn, his effect stacks. So Tides of Time's cards
Stacking
cost
effect.
cheaper and cheaper.
Oh my god.
Force of Nature
Okay.
for 4 is going to allow for some crazy damage potential later in the game, as well as Swipe for 2, if this guy persists.
All right, so is this gonna be a silence turn then? Giant coin silence. You can't have that effect stacking all the time.
Yeah, it looks like that's something that has to be done.
Ah,
It's pretty lame that you have to use the coin here, too.
pretty lame.
Yeah, it's something you definitely don't want to do, but can you really afford your opponent to basically draw an innervate and a half?
No, two innovates, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
2.5 innervates.
jeez. Well, I guess that's the answer is yes.
Yeah, because he's taunting him
Can't
up.
afford it.
He can't afford it, but
Oh my god.
4.5 innervates.
Oh man.
I wonder why he chooses to taunt up the zombie chow here. Well, I guess, he just wants the Sun Fury on board. So he's expecting that the 5/5 runs into the 2/2, and then he can run the 2/3 into the 5/5 and finish it off with Mortal Coil, so he doesn't have to trade the Giant into it.
Mhm.
But Tides does a lot of removal here that he could use to throw a wrench in that plan. Or even just setting up taunts. Well, I guess Owl. Or the Giant swinging. He's going to set up the Bear. And
Oh,
it looks
wow.
like
Going really
Innervate... Innervate Piloted Shredder?
Yeah.
Playing his cards really quickly now. Getting him out of the hand.
Alright, well, Emperor's gonna activate again. We have 4 mana Force of Nature, 2 mana Swipe.
Wow. You do 10 damage for 6 mana now. That is a ridiculous amount of burst potential.
Yeah, they don't even combo with each other. Those are just 2 normal cards.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Alright.
So he's gonna get that coil that he set up last turn, and gets just drop a Drake. Yeah, Tide's saving that Innervate for that Emperor to make it come down on Tom's turn 4. Really made things awkward for Tom. So that was very well done by Tides of Time.
Oh wow, this is a good turn too.
The
2 mana
mana-
Keeper, the 2 mana Swipe.
Wow.
And you squeeze in a hero part as well? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. But Tides' hand is really dwindling. He needs to find either Dr. Boom or one of his Ancient Allures here on the next draw. Otherwise, he could start falling behind, potentially.
You can just draw Savage Roar in the game. You know, that's always an option.
Yeah, that is always an option, too, because he has the 7 mana combo. That is crazy.
7 mana combo.
With no Innervate.
Yeah.
So, Tom, obviously feeling the pressure, has been taunting every turn. Fortunate for Tom that he's been drawing all these Drakes.
Farseer, not really the tech card you want to see here. And oh, really?
He's going to push through it.
Wow.
Just pushing the damage.
Tides likes
I mean,
going face.
He gets
The
to develop
optics.
the Farseer. And he gets the value trade on the Sun Fury.
Yeah.
I can get behind it. How much damage is Roar now?
Roar is the same amount of damage. 6
It's only
damage.
14 damage total.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have any lethal setup off any top deck.
Oh, falling behind Tides. This is not good.
Lothab's not a
Lothab.
terrible pickup. Maybe he can get like a Whirling Zap-O-Matic off this Shredder here.
Oh.
That is not what he needed. But behind Lothab it might have stuck. But the 1/1 not going to be very powerful.
No.
Still adds a decent amount of damage if he's able to top deck Roar as his next draw.
Yeah, Roar is 8 damage right now, so 8 plus 9 is a lot of damage. Tom, on the other hand, can't really set up a good taunt wall.
Yeah, but he's got to know that Roar is lethal. Like, he's counted in his head and he sees that Roar is 17, right?
Yep.
So now he knows he has to either taunt or heal, and he's just got to figure out which one he's going to go with. Or is he just going to YOLO?
YOLO? What's YOLO? Sylvanas?
Yeah, Sylvanas is YOLO.
Oh,
But
no,
Sylvanas
no.
trades with the board really efficiently here.
No, no,
and then you
no.
can potentially... Because, like, if you Sylvanas here, then you have Healbot into Shadow Flame on the Sylvanas, potentially, to clear the entire board, plus take the Death Rattle out of any Death Rattle minion that Tides plays.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would just lock him out of the game. But you'd have to risk the Savage Roar top deck. So I don't think I would take this risk personally. You've seen that Shredder Well, you don't know it's Shredder. You've seen that card that is Shredder in Tides' hand for the past few turns, just kind of lingering there, and you got to be wary of it being Roar.
Well, here's the kill bot.
Yeah, he doesn't feel good about it, but he knows it has to be done.
Oh!
Wow, good thing he did it too, because Roar was drawn.
Yeah, Row is drawn, and now Shredder is gonna be played. Tom pretty much knows that the other card is one of the combo pieces. It's just like wasn't played
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, since it wasn't played this turn, he knows it has to be. So he still doesn't have very good ways to taunt up this turn.
Counting up lethal opportunities, 10 plus 8 is 18, 19. So he has to hit. Oh, what?
Why? Yeah, I don't understand why not hit there.
10. I mean, he doesn't set up for lethal next turn with this play.
Yeah, why do you care if your opponent can play a Molten Giant for 8 mana? He can't taunt it up then, and then he dies. So I'm not sure I agree with this line. The Doomsayer!
Oh,
He can just tap and save the Mortal Coil if he wants.
oh man.
Wow. That is unfortunate for Tides of Time.
Yeah. Well done.
So I guess even if he set up lethal there, it wouldn't have mattered.
It would have mattered. Oh man. Oh, that is just sad.
Dark Bomb off the top perfectly deals with the Earthen Ring Farseer, and he's able to take his choice if he wants to develop Sylvanas or Molten Giant. Personally, I'd develop Sylvanas just out of fear of big game hunter potential. But Molten Giant, definitely the bigger body.
Oh, thank you. That's finally the card you want to see, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what he wanted to see. So he's like, about time I got this guy. Can he get the big
Oh.
game hunter? No, no big
Oh,
game.
that would be pretty sick.
Yeah, that would be the dream. Just Ancient Allure into big game hunter right after they Molten
Wow, it
Giant.
doesn't even attack
Yeah, he's gonna tap.
2 giants. Catan is gonna be seeing play here.
Yeah, definitely. And we're probably gonna see him strike the face.
Yeah, 9 damage. Boom.
Nope, he's
Oh!
gonna trade. I mean, I guess that makes sense. He's got the giants in the hand. I would have went viciously for the face, but we all know I'm a very face-oriented player. So
Alright, Tides. More card drawn. Pyre Sky Golem, not quite. Swipe is not able to be played this turn.
yeah, he really needed to try and find. He really needed those lures earlier.
Yeah.
He would have had his lures like a few cards earlier. He would have been in this game a lot more. Like he's still not out yet. But
Well, are you gonna Wrath the Argus, I guess?
looks like it. Just stop 2 damage. And stop the potential for the Argus to trade into your 5/5 and then like Dark Bomb it or something.
Right.
Since Tom's been playing really defensively, you want to try and like force maybe the Giant to trade in. But Siphon Soul off the top is going to allow him to Siphon Soul and then just go face with the Giant.
Right. You can still develop the Ancient Watcher. Silence it off later for potential damage.
Yeah, or he could silence off his current Ancient Watcher. Get immediate damage if he felt it like it.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's better just to develop a new one. Save that taunt there. You're still afraid of the combo. He also has the ability to silence his Watcher and then trade with his Watcher and use Mortal Coil and just have 2 Giants on the field.
That's true.
And he also has the possibility just to trade with his Giant. He also has the possibility to just go face.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It doesn't really correspond with his line of trading with it last turn. And
So what's this?
not enough.
Okay. No.
But he's going to try and set it up for next turn, and Tom doesn't have any taunts in his hand right now.
Sky Golem's gonna come down.
Yeah. The Owl with the Giant trade removes it, but that's really sketchy. Well, no, he's got Owl Siphon Soul to stay out of combo range.
Oh yeah, I was hoping so that works.
Yeah.
So close. Yeah, this is kind of close.
I don't see else what you could do this turn. You got to be afraid of the combo. That's like the only way you lose from this position. Because there's no way the Druid's getting back on board. Your minions are just giants in comparison to his. So
Did you think of like Sylvanas Shadow Flame or something? No way, right? You're 13.
Yeah, you're at 13, you die to the combo. It's very greedy. There's not that many 4-mana taunts besides like Senjin, right?
No. Well, gotta pick fast.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna go with the Owl Sight and stuff.
Just lethal pretty well.
Yeah.
And Tides. Sylvanas.
Oh, that's a really good card right after they silence your Sky Golem.
Yeah, Sylvanas Hero Power seems pretty good. Do you kill the owl then?
Just to try and make sure you get the giant.
But then, Whoa!
Is he afraid of dying?
Whoa!
Or maybe he wants to get the combo damage in before his opponent taunts, maybe?
Wait.
Nice,
What?
great.
Aww.
Maybe he thinks because he has Sylvanas he can outvalue the Handlock?
What? Oh, he would have died if he didn't do that. Oh, actually, no. It was still been fine, right?
It would have been
Yeah.
a rag flip on Sylvanas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
backflip. Oh man, but now this is like, how can you win from this spot?
With a big game hunter Sylvanas.
Okay.
So he must know he had big game hunter left in his deck and other cards that can deal with 8/8s, and he thought, yeah, you know what, I can combo clear here and play the value game.
What?
And that's what he's
Oh
gonna
my
try and
God,
do.
this is how is this game still going on? What the heck?
Is he gonna charge face?
No.
No, he's not charging face.
So
He's
it's
just valuing the hero power for the heal, I guess. Try and play around like Hellfire or Dark Bomb. We haven't seen any Hellfires or any Dark Bombs, but I think he's only running one of each because of how rare we've been seeing them.
Alright.
Uh,
Out here. I mean, 8+6 is. If Tice has a Savage Roar in the hand right now, it's still over.
yeah.
You have to heal yourself or do something. Clear the board.
You could potentially, like, Sylvanas Shadow Flame, take the bear. Tides only has one card. But then you can just hero power it down, so that's not very good.
No.
It's still an awkward spot. I think, yeah, you have to Sylvanas Shadow Flame here. But Tides is hero powering it down, potentially make him vulnerable to the Dark Bomb Hellfire. And we haven't seen either the Dark Bomb or the Hellfire
Oh
played.
my God!
Wrath is a really key pickup here. Yeah, you can see Tom just roll his eyes as he top stick
Oh
the
no,
Reds.
that's Wildgrove is gonna get cycled, obviously.
Yeah, Wild Growth, not the greatest though. So Wild Growth gets cycled to become
A.
Azure Drake. Another cycle card. Tides is running out of cards to cycle into. How much cards does he have left?
Let's have a look. 5?
Five.
That's actually a lot. And 4
Tom's only got
cards. Oh
4
my
left.
God!
Wow, this is really going down to the wire.
So Sylvanas or Azure here?
You're not dead to any 2-card combo that I think Tom is running, so Sylvanas could be fine.
Sylvanas seems fine.
Time waits for no one.
Same
Aw.
time, like,
I have no time for games.
Alright.
yeah.
Well, cross your fingers. Tom, what are you gonna do? What do you have? Healbot?
Healbot's pretty good.
We also need to say that Tides is at 7 health. It's not the most comfortable of situations. And now, Tom doesn't really want to tap, right?
So many.
Oh,
He's got
I guess
Healbot
not.
and Earthling.
Oh, that's good. That's a good card.
It's a good card to pick up, yeah.
But no direct
He's in,
damage.
Belcher and Molten Giant.
Okay.
And then set up lethal that way.
That's
Looks like that's what he's gonna do. Belcher just kind of cock blocks the Sylvanas, and
Oh, he's not gonna do that.
he's gonna go the extra safe
Oh.
route. I mean, I think this is fine. You never know if he has some sort of silence that could allow the Sylvanas to trigger, or if he can run the Sylvanas in and keeper it. So there's definitely concerns that you have to worry about. And it's pretty YOLO just to throw the Giant out there. And long term, you should be able to win the game because you're the control decky of the bigger minions, and your opponent's at 7. So go on the safe route here. Plus he's got Dark Bomb and Hellfire left. So if he draws either of those cards, is it lethal with the 4 damage on board?
It's not.
Oh, he needs to draw both of them.
Yeah.
He's definitely should be looking for this Hellfire. How many cards does he have left again?
2.
2 cards left?
I think so, right? Can we have another mouse over? 3 for
3.
Tides and 2. Yeah. 2
So their
for
Dark Bomb and Hellfire is remaining 2 cards, right?
Well, he already used one Dark Ball. Maybe he's only away
Oh,
one.
yeah. So one of them's Hellfire, though. Hellfire is going to be pretty important here. Because I
Oh,
don't think we've seen the Hellfire yet.
up to 8 health. This is a what?
Dr.
Oh,
Boom
it's
and
a Dr.
Hellfire.
Boom.
And then the last card's Hellfire.
Wait, do you just YOLO here? I mean, there's 4 damage, right? Just to play Dr. Boom, coil your bomb, and just 4 damage to face. How
If it-
salty would Tards get if that happened?
If I'm correct and it's Hellfire is his last card, then I think he can just tap into Hellfire, clear the board, right? Or is there another Force of Nature from Tides that he's worried about?
Is there a Druid Claw or something? I don't know.
Yeah, there might be a Druid of the Claw. There might be another Force of Nature from Tides of Time, and they could go with the Savage Roar.
Oh my. Yeah, we haven't seen a Hellfire. Is this a deck without Hellfire? I can't imagine that.
I think we saw one earlier. Like, we never saw it played, but I think we saw it in his hand earlier. But, wait, do you know if Tides has used both forces, though?
Yeah, definitely.
He has?
Yeah.
Alright. So if the board's clear, then the max damage you can do is Druid of the Claw, Charge, and Savage Roar, which is,
4 plus 4.
which is
8.
only 8. So, yeah, he's going to coil,
Gonna coil to draw the card.
and
There's
it's the
Hellfire.
Hellfire. And he's got Hellfire into Heal Bot. Or he could even just Molten. Because there's no way he can die from this position, I don't think. So yeah, he knows
Okay.
that. Plays the Molten.
Is that it? Is that the game?
Depends if Tides of Time has a taunt left or not. He can Ezra Drake into Druid of the Claw or Belcher, right? If he runs those.
Oh,
Left.
yeah.
I don't know how many of each we've seen, though. It's hard to keep track.
I lost track already, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Such a common card from both sides. They're both throwing down Belchers and...
Tides still has Scenarios.
Oh, he still has Scenarios. But you can't Wild Growth cycle into Scenarios and still be able to play it.
Oh,
Keeper
no.
the Grove is not going to do it. And then he's going to cycle to see what his last card is, which is Scenarios, right? And then maybe he has 2 cards left. No, it's Dr. Boom. We're not very good at this.
Wow, and that's it, guys. A Druid to a Handlock going down to the wire, and Thomas, look at the cat, look at the cat.
Oh, yeah,
Hey, cat cheer.
the cat came back to help him.
Wait, does
Cat
Tom
won
have
the
a
game.
tail? What the heck is that?
Does Tom have a tail?
That was a good ending, I think.
Yeah, that was a really good ending. That was a really well played game, both sides.
Well, that was pretty exciting, and the result is that Tom is going to come out of the groups with a 3-2 against Tides. So he's gonna advance to tomorrow's bracket, where he is going to face against Purple Drink from day 1. And of course, the winners bracket, we have Frid and Muzzy. Wow, a lot of our qualifiers doing really well in the Pinnacle 4 this time around. And of course, we are looking at 2 games from either Frid and Muzzy to become the grand champion. Oh, by the way, I guess we have to mention this. The person who's coming from the winners bracket, it only needs to win 1 series. And the person who's coming from the losers bracket needs to win 2 series to actually become the grand champion, because, I mean, you need to have an advantage from the winners bracket, right? So, yeah, that's what we're going to get. And, of course, thank you to all the viewers watching today. You guys are awesome for supporting this event. We also need to thank our last sponsor that I did mention, Funk. They make pretty good, gaming gear. You should go check them out at funk.net. And yeah, thanks to Firebat for casting me. Any last words, Firebat, before we head off?
Nope. Nothing at all. Just have a great day, everybody, and do positive things.
All right. Yeah, we'll be playing in the Xfinity tournament soon, so you guys can check that out. And
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that too.
not sure where, but you guys will probably find it. Me and Firebat are both playing. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in, guys. We will be back live tomorrow with the playoffs and to crown the Pinnacle 4 grand champion.